Hello, folks. I'm just sitting here admiring, so I figured, hey, let's do a little live stream. It's good to kick a live stream into the algorithm from time to time. Spend a little time with Larry here. He's doing pretty good. He's looking for the babies. There's a bunch of babies still in here, and he finds the occasional one. He's on the hunt. There's still tons of babies in the lower tank, so it had to be done. I couldn't catch them. They're impossible to catch. He can't even catch them half the time. They're pretty good at getting away, hiding in the rocks. But he's been eating good. He's been behaving good. He's had more than enough food today. Still looking around for more, though. I guess that means his appetite's good. Hello, Craig. Oh, I just got a flower horn. So I've been all having fun with him since last night. He's he's a pearled blue Campha. I think he's a king Campha, but I'm not 100% on it. We'll know soon enough. But based on his color, he's probably a king Campha. And he's going to be a big boy. Oh, yeah, what'd you pick up? Yeah, look at that color, eh? Real nice pearling. I had to buy him. Of course, I've been waiting for him to get me one of these since like last summer. So it wasn't really a spontaneous buy. I was waiting forever, and then I bought it when it showed up. Pygmy Corys, nice. Hello, Wally, and everyone else. Hello, that goat. Good to see you. This is our new little friend. He'll be a big friend in no time. We should be able to see a good part of his hump in about a month from now. I put up a little short that showed that timeline. This fish is a little younger than the one I showed, but he's already starting his hump, and once they start, it grows pretty quick. But yeah, I've just been watching his behavior and stuff. He's been afraid of me, so I'm hanging out around him more because I want him to get over it. He's doing really good, Kevin. So far, so good. This is another one of those, water quality fish. So you gotta. It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe that's why I bought him. But he's linked in with a bunch of Oscars, and the water is good here. So this is a flower horn baby. It's a little baby flower horn. You're gonna be a big boy. He hasn't started growing his hump yet. He's got a little bump, but he's just too small right now. The blue ones get their humps a little later than than the red dragons. But it'll grow all the same. It's a pretty cool fish. It's sad you got to waste the whole tank on them, but oh well, he'll just keep the 75 will be for him. I might put a parrotfish in when he gets a bit bigger. A blood parrot. I got 2 on the other side. Yeah, yeah. Even a Jack Dempsey almost looks a bit like a Jack Dempsey too. But that will change. The blue ones are not as common. I wouldn't say they're uncommon, but they're a little harder to get a hold of. Heck, any of these flower horns up here is really hard to get one. At least in my city. Yeah, I think we're gonna make something pretty out of him. Because their humps, like, it's kind of like growing out discus. If your water's good and your food's good, you get good shape. And so I just got to do it right, and he should turn out to be fantastic. I'm really pleased with him. Hopefully I can keep them alive because they die easy. But I don't know. It's just the name of the game. You see his little hump starting there. And they grow like Oscars, maybe even faster. So 6 months from now, he'll be a monster. I already did it today, earlier. Oh, it was today earlier. I made a short video on that, I believe. Hopefully I uploaded it. So this is, I just changed the water in the Oscars, this tank. All the tanks down here get changed at the same time. They've got a sort of weird system, but it works really cool. All the tanks are linked together. They're centralized through these rain barrels over here that I use as big, huge super sumps. And so all the water travels through there. All the water also travels through here and gets irradiated by that UV bulb in that little pipe. And it works really good. I'll show you what the Oscars look like. Hopefully their lights are still up. So these Oscars are on the same exact water as that flower horn. They're all sharing the water. It's like an electrical circuit, but it's water. Best thing I ever did, linking them all together. Hello, kitty. I have a new kitty in my house. It's a girl kitty. Her name is Mika. She's just getting used to the place. She's down here somewhere. Here she is. She's visiting me. Yeah, so these guys got the same water change at the same time. Those silver dollars are just getting massive. It's one of the prettiest tanks in the house right there. It's hard to beat the Discus, but this is a close second. It's a bigger tank too. This cat's trying to trip me up. And I got the lights off on the other guys right now because they just don't need it. After this live stream, I'm going to turn the lights off on him too. Yeah, that white one was the first Oscar I brought home, and just about all the rest of them are rescues. But they all it's a good bunch. They get along real good, and they don't beat each other up. I think it's the water, the way I'm managing the water. It keeps them peaceful. It's just a hunch, though. I can't prove it. But if that's the case, this guy might be calm too. And these blue ones tend to have better temperaments. And if he is that way, I might put him with the Oscars. It's a little dangerous because he might just go and kill them all. But we'll try him with a parrotfish first when he gets a bit bigger. See how he behaves. Biomaster, the Oasis 250 canister. Yeah, 75. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Up here, it's probably $250 because everything's like tariff to the max. It always has been, but now it's worse than ever. But yeah, although this water's colder, it's probably just as good as the discus water upstairs. Hey, as long as she runs. It's really just the impellers that sort of the magnet and the impellers that sort of go. So if you notice it doesn't have enough punch, find an impeller for it, switch it out, it'd be good as new. That didn't work on my son's son though. The motor itself died, so it wasn't the impeller. But I was overworking it. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot to kill them nowadays too. They used to die a lot back in the day. The impellers used to die really easy. Now they seem to take a beating and a half and run for years. Nice. It's good. Get that surface tension going. See, with this setup, what I like is the sumps are like my or the barrels I'm using as sumps. They're basically like my canister filters. They're just insanely huge, and I use gravity to feed most of them. And I got a couple pumps in there sending water to tanks, and then they just overflow. But everything overflows into these barrels again. It all mixes up and just gets pumped around, and it just works. When I do my water changes, I just do it all from that corner, and all the tanks get done through those two barrels and drained and filled through those two barrels. I'm going to be doing the same thing upstairs soon too. A smaller version of the same thing. I just got to move a bunch of stuff around, and it's happening really soon. And I'll double the water volume in the discus setup, and have separate tanks to move breeding pairs around and stuff at the same time. And the good part about that is when I move a breeding pair right now out of the breeding tank into or out of the main tank into breeding tanks, the water changes and it throws them off. So I'm going to link my breeding tanks to my main tank, and it's all going to be the same water like this down here. And when I move a breeding pair out, they won't get thrown off by the water, and they'll just keep doing their business properly. That's the plan anyway. That's in the works. Hopefully in the next couple weeks that'll start to assemble itself. I kind of blew my spending budget on this one fish, though. This is the most expensive individual fish I've ever bought my whole life. But he's super cool. I just pray to God I don't kill him. Yeah, they nibble. Pretty much all the fish down here will kill plants, but I'm going to make this tank down here. Well, let me turn on the light just for the sake of you guys seeing it. Well, there's my rack, right? So I'm going to turn this bottom tank into a planted tank. I'm going to root plants into the sand there and everything. Right now it's got a breeding pair of polar parrots in it with a bunch of babies. But I'm going to get a bunch of plants and put them in there. And then those plants will work on all the rest of the tanks that can't have plants because the fish will eat them. Those tanks will still benefit from plants in the water, so to speak. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. They help. They're just another layer of, goodness. They definitely help. So that's eventually this will be all planted, maybe with some guppies or something in it, or these polar parrots just living in the plants. If I don't think they eat plants, I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, plants there, and then plant-eating fish everywhere else down here. And I'll just improve things further. Aquarium. Hello, Quaker. Terraria. Oh, cool. A terrarium's like for lizards and stuff. I'm pretty sure. It's like terrain instead. It's a dry land sort of thing, isn't it? And an aquarium, same concept when you construct the word, but it's aqua, meaning water, right? I'm not good at Latin or nothing, but I think that's where it's all being derived. Fish. Oh, you were just trying to figure out what I was pointing the camera at. Yeah, the water's so clear. You couldn't tell I had water, could you? I'll take that as a compliment. That's awesome. Dude stumbles on the channel, takes a look. He's like, he thinks I'm pointing at a terrarium because he can't see the water. That's amazing. Thanks, dude. It just made my day right there. That's awesome. Ice cream. I wish I had ice cream. It's a baby flower horn right there, Quaker. It's going to be a beast in a few months. Flower horn, it's a type of fish. Sort of a man-made fish. They don't exist in nature. We interbred a whole bunch of different fish that would never breed with each other under normal circumstances and created this monstrosity. To see an adult, you should Google flower horn cichlid. Yeah, worse than a pug. You got to Google it. This thing's like, Wait till you see it. It looks like it's not from the planet Earth when it grows up. Yeah, flower horn cichlid. Fire it up, buddy. Fired it up. It's fired. I've been full on firing. Fire mode. I think someone's in my house. I'm going to have to end the live stream. I might be back later.